think with, we scored rapidly late to come late, so we probably would have pinched.
4-5. You got it, Corbs? 1, 2, 3. Okay, frame me out, Tommy. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We are recording.
Ross,
That's your job. Make sure you get a shot of me.
Ross, what are your initial thoughts? Are you happy, disappointed?
Oh, look, I think if you just... Well, there's disappointment about the whole night, but I think with, we scored rapidly late to come late, so we probably would have pinched it in the end. But, really good character and never give up attitude. But after a positive start, the second quarter was really poor on lots of levels, and of which we've spoken about, that we're really easy fixable if we wanted to work together better. So that was a concern. But the ability for the players to adapt and adjust and get the game back on our terms was really pleasing.
Considering the key players you've got out, are you pleased with the way your players are turning up and filling and covering for those guys?
Yeah, I think, look, we've got a lot of tools out, but we've got a lot of our... Like, we've got rucks and key forwards and that out. But, look, most of our runs there, got a little bit to come back with, Hilly. But, when you can run and work, you're going to be in games. So, I come here confident that we'd put on a really good show, and we started that way and we lost our way and we fought back. So I thought if we had a four-quarter effort as a game, we could have won. Like, we've had 61 entries, it's a lot of entries to lose a game. Pardon?
What did you feel was the problem in the second?
Well, we sort of identified things, but I don't want to go into too much detail. They're fixable and just about working together.
Do you think that Crowley needed more assistance with Hanbury during that second quarter?
Look, he only had about 5, but he kicked 2 out the back. So, but when there's people running everywhere, we're pretty unaccountable in a nutshell. So if you want to what went wrong, we're unaccountable. So it's not the way we play our footy. Play circle work, that's not what we do, and we did, and we paid the price, and we thought, well, we won't play circle work, we'll play, and we get it back on our terms.
You sent a message out just to attack, just to throw it open in that last couple of minutes?
No, not really. We played the same way all quarter. No, we played the same way all quarter, really. We had plenty of, didn't we, drop marks and played on and did some funny old things, but no, the philosophy was the same.
What do you put down to that second quarter fade out?
Well, Sydney did a lot right. I thought their mids ran and worked really hard. So we just didn't want to match their work rate. Our backs, mids and forwards didn't match their for that quarter, but after that I thought we sort of certainly did.
Did you think Johnson could make a difference for that last shot?
Yeah, I did, but we should have got that ball through. So professional outfits, you get that through.
The amount of more scoring shots, and as you said, about 15 or so.
Pardon?
Yeah, 10 more scoring shots and 15 or so more inside 50. Is that one of the more frustrating aspects?
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's not ideal. Yeah, you'd like to capitalise on your opportunities, but accuracy is a really undervalued stat, isn't it?
Is that particularly...
Grand finals are won and lost on them.
The way you guys play the game as well, I suppose more focus on converting the chances you get.
What do you mean by that?
Just the sort of way, I suppose, the way every team plays, you need to convert your chances, but the way you move it, particularly.
How do we move it?
Try to hold on to it efficiently and get it into the forward's hands.
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's important to score. Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, we like to score.
Unfair?
No, I think it's fair if you make the assessment. You're entitled to your opinion.
You try to handle it.
I haven't thought about it.
The amount of inside 50s and, as you mentioned, you had a lot of them.
Yeah, well, we controlled the ball a lot for 61 inside 50s, didn't we?
Struggled to find a...
Hang on, we must have chipped it around 61 to 47. We must have chipped it around all day.
struggled to find a target inside 50. Was that... But then the goals that brought you within a point came from, your defenders. I mean, was that a conscious effort to move them up?
No, we try and play the same way all day, but sometimes opposition, we play pretty... They're the reigning premiers. Let's put it in context there. On their home ground with... they've got some challenges as well, the Swannies, so... look, you just got to keep working until things open up. You're playing elite teams and they don't make it easy for you. So, they're renowned for making things difficult, but we found our way through in the end. You know, got to work your way through the puzzle.
How's Michael Walters?
Look, you know, probably be unlikely this week, but we're hopeful it's not too serious. But I think we all hold to. They do the stock standard scans and assessment, you know. So yeah, we're pretty keen to look after him and take no risk. He's pretty important to us.
You had a long chat with him at 3/4 time before he went out to the huddle. Was that trying to work out whether he was?
Well, I was about that. I said, if you're not right, mate, you're doing too much right for us. I'm not going to run you into the ground. So.
How frustrating is that for you? Because it seems that whenever you get someone back, you lose someone else.
Well, that's just AFL footy. You know, it's a high demand game. It's a brutal competition, and we'll just back the next person in. You know, Crosby should come up next week. You know, who else we got? Healy's probably another week, and Pav's another week. But you know, we're really thrilled with what's coming up underneath. Tommy Sheridan, Joshy Simpson. Yeah, well, we got a little bit to come.
Given Milwaukee win, Ross, how blessed are you with the draw you've
I feel like we're at a mash outfit. We're actually okay.
You've got Melbourne on Sunday, we're back at home.
Look, there's some really good lessons. If you're alluding to Melbourne, there are no easy games in AFL footy. We understand they've had their struggles, but you know Brisbane have their struggles and they go down and beat Essendon today. So we're fully committed to playing from the first to the last minute against Melbourne Footy Club.
You talked about the blokes underneath. Zach Clark, you said last week you told him as you're walking off the ground, you've got to step up. He was pretty impressive tonight.
Yeah, he was solid. He's got plenty of improvement in him, but it's a credit to he's worked really hard in rehab to get back and performed against you know, quality outfit.
Can I ask you about this and having to have the rooms so far from the ground? When you lose two players within 5 minutes and you're having to walk them down here to get treatment, I mean, how do you feel about that?
It's not something I've thought about, and I think it's really irrelevant. They're trying to improve the stadium, so we actually like these rooms here because the other ones are a shoebox, and I think it's, you know, we're pretty sport AFL level. If this is the worst we've got to put up with, well, you know what, I think we'll wear it. So, no, all credit that they're improving the stadium. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Ross.